Hi there, so glad to have you on another informative journey inside Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for joining us.
Children are the future, and ensuring our future is healthy requires that children are always provided with nutritious foods to grow well and live long. Unhealthy diets high in sugar, salt, and fat consumed by children may make them obese and prone to non-communicable diseases later in life. Healthy foods and beverages not only help them learn better, but also protects them from non-communicable diseases such as some cancers, diabetes, hypertension, and cardiovascular diseases in their childhood and adult life. So, whether it's at home, in the lunch bag, or at school, let's make healthy foods and beverages for our children the only rule.
Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan and this is your JS News for Monday, June 2, 2025. 43 individuals and groups from a list of over 100 nominees were recognized for their outstanding contribution to Jamaica on Saturday at the 2024 Prime Minister's National Youth Awards for Excellence. Held on the lawns of Jamaica House, the ceremony awarded young people in a range of categories, including academics, agriculture, arts and culture, entrepreneurship, environmental protection, innovation in science and technology, journalism, new media, volunteerism, national leadership, sports and youth development.
These young leaders, innovators, athletes, entrepreneurs, and change makers, every category right across the board, exemplify the very best of Jamaica. They remind us about the potential of our young people and that the future of our nation is in capable hands.
While hailing the awardees, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness commended young people across Jamaica who are making notable moves within their parishes and communities.
Tonight, we celebrate over 43 exceptional young Jamaicans, but we salute all the youth of Jamaica in every parish and every community who are working hard, lifting others, and striving for excellence. Whether or not you stand on this stage tonight, you are all winners. Every Jamaican youth is a star winner and a...
The Prime Minister's Special Award for Excellence was presented to the Clayton twins, Tia and Tina, for their exceptional achievements in track and field. Minister of Education, Skills, Youth and Information Senator Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon welcomed the new award categories of TVET and Special Abilities, which were added at her recommendation.
As a matter of policy and pride of place, we are elevating the image of skills training in Jamaica, and HEART is leading the way. Real support to the special abilities community requires real action. And it is for that reason that I recommended to the Prime Minister the addition of a new category to celebrate members of the special needs community. Or Jamaicans with special abilities are worthy of the Prime Minister's Youth Awards for Excellence too.
Christina Kelly received the award for Special Abilities, with Dion Roy Mitchell and Adrian Shackelford awarded for TVET. The construction phase of the Western Parish's Water Supply and Resilience Program is set to begin within 3 weeks. The announcement was made by the Minister with responsibility for water, Matthew Samuda, during his sectoral debate presentation last week. The 3-year project will come at a cost of $350 million. Phase 1, set to cost $169 million, has been brought forward due to the drought that affected Western Jamaica disproportionately in February of last year. This phase of the project involves the upgrading of 28 kilometers of transmission main from St. James to Trelawney and 37.5 kilometers from Lucy to Negril.
This project will benefit over 250,000 business and residential customers, while facilitating major developments in the tourism and residential, commercial and development sectors. This is not something to come, it is something that we expect to break ground on in the middle of June.
Meanwhile, government will be taking a serious look at extending the National Water Commission's amnesty to members of the small and micro business sector. Minister Matthew Samuda made the announcement during his recent sectoral presentation.
We are going to conclude this for the pensioners and path beneficiaries first, and then we will make an announcement very soon for our small and micro business sector.
The amnesty, which ended on May 31, provided relief to eligible customers with outstanding balances, allowing for a 50% write-off of their debt and a waiver of reconnection fees. Up to May 16, more than 34,000 customers had engaged the process, with 7,901 being reconnected. This yielded over $547 million in revenue for the NWC, monies, the minister points out, that would not have been collected otherwise. In total, the NWC has written off over $1.4 billion in debt from those who most need it, restoring water supply and dignity to their households. The Ministry of Agriculture has welcomed a $50 million investment from Tropical Sugar Company Limited, TSCL, to help restore Jamaica's once thriving sugar industry. The funds will be used to construct a new sugar factory and refinery in South Clarendon. Portfolio Minister Floyd Green says the initiative is a significant step in revitalizing sugar production across the island.
They have already leased 12,500 acres of land, with 27 acres dedicated to the construction of a new sugar factory and refinery. This is a significant step to bring the much-needed revitalization of the sugar industry.
Construction is set to begin in July of 2025 and is expected to create 300 direct jobs that will provide an economic boost to communities in and around South Clarendon. The government plans to increase its investment in homeless care with an additional $100 million earmarked for the Poor Relief Program. While making his sectoral presentation recently, Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie revealed that the allocation would move from $150 million to $250 million in the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
We are building more drop-in centers, more homeless centers. We're increasing the amount of allocation for feeding of people on the streets, Madam Speaker. We'll be working to ensure the reach and effectiveness of our responsibility to the outdoor poor. They have a range of needs, from rental assistance to medical services.
He also revealed that another $20 million will be invested to boost educational standards for children from registered poor households.
The reason why we have to make these investments to ensure that the poor have an appreciation that there's a government that cares, Madam Speaker.
And that's it for JS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.
BGLC, the regulator, everybody. We regulate, you play without worry. We regulate, you play. BGLC, fair play when you play. For the fun of the game, you know where they are. BGLC, keep it fair for the player. You play the game and we are the rules setter. Keep everything fair so the game play better. The Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission. We ensure fairness, integrity and responsible gaming practices. Keep the game fair and fun for everyone. We regulate, you play.
It is important that healthcare facilities are accessible and there is continuity of care for people during and after severe climate or weather events. June is Disaster Preparedness Month, and we'll now look at developments to support this by making our public health facilities climate and disaster resilient.
is important that health facilities can withstand natural disasters and provide continuous access to care during and immediately after such events. And so there has been much focus on improving resilience, strengthening structural and operational systems, and equipping these facilities with green technologies. Much of the work is happening through the Smart Healthcare Facilities project. Jamaica, like other countries in the Caribbean, is vulnerable to numerous climatic events like hurricanes, floods, and drought, which can have a devastating effect on the nation.
We're aware that natural disasters are increasing in both frequency and impact. And it's absolutely essential that after a natural disaster, basic services are restored as quickly and efficiently as possible. And that's what this program is about.
Essentially, a hospital or a health center should remain standing after the most severe disaster.
Regionally, this work to create safer, greener, and climate-smart institutions is part of a £46.3 million Smart Health project. The initiative receives funding from UK Aid through its Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office in the Caribbean. It's being implemented over a 7-year period by the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, in collaboration with the Ministries of Health in selected countries.
We accept that as a people we have to prepare. And we are very happy that from a partnership standpoint, the British people, the UK government, UK Aid, as well as PAHO, which we are members of clearly, have said, listen, let us come together and ensure that we have more resilient, more smart facilities.
This initiative is not only allowing for continuous functioning of healthcare facilities during disasters, but is also reducing energy, water, and other operational costs, as well as the carbon footprint. More than 400 medical facilities across 7 different Caribbean countries were audited to assess their disaster vulnerabilities and needs.
We then designed a blueprint, a model for making them more resilient, safer, but also more efficient. We designed 3 standards: gold standard, silver standard, and bronze standard.
Since then, UK Aid has funded upgrades to 55 health facilities in the Caribbean. 14 of Jamaica's primary healthcare institutions have benefited at a cost of £8 million. The transformation of health facilities under this partnership has not only tackled the challenge of climate change, but also created more attractive and comfortable spaces for health workers and patients. Upgrades include replacement and strengthening of damaged roof to withstand hurricane, along with waterproofing and the installation of new hurricane-resistant windows and doors. These facilities are also being equipped with firefighting equipment and fire detection devices, improved electrical networks and generators for backup power, as well as the installation of solar panels for clean energy and water heaters and LED lights to ensure efficient and sustainable electrical power to each facility. Stormwater drains are being incorporated to mitigate flooding. Rainwater harvesting systems with both above and underground tanks and water-saving faucets provide increased availability and cost efficiency of this commodity. Work is also done to provide more efficient cooling and ventilation. Antimicrobial surfaces also get introduced to critical areas.
It's a really good partnership. This smart facility, of course, with the technical support of and standards that PAHO provided, the guidance, PAHO WHO, really has created people and government of Jamaica, Pan American Health, WHO, and of course UK Aid, the British government and people, what is a model that we want to standardize across the length and breadth of Jamaica and our public health system.
Keep that smile on their faces and preserve their innocence. Cherish the moments you have with them and create the best memories. Let's inspire our children to dream big and work hard to achieve all they aspire to be. Take the time to listen to our children and really hear their side of the story. Our children deserve love and the right to access their basic needs. Do your part and protect our children. What is this new qualification from the Caribbean Examinations Council? A bold leap into the future of Caribbean education is the Caribbean Targeted Education Certificate, or CTEC. Set at the same academic standard as CSEC and CAPE, CTEC will use the same syllabuses but with a progressive twist. This isn't just about grades, it's about growth. The focus will be on related and relevant learning outcomes while supporting the gradual development of key competencies. The syllabus is also designed to allow for continuous progressive learning.
This new qualification is what we call the Caribbean Targeted Education Certificate, CTEC. This CTEC, along with the suite of credentials that we offer, will be our micro-credential and will be awarded to students who successfully achieve a module.
Each subject is broken into modules. Complete one module and you earn a micro-credential. Stack them and you work your way up to full qualifications like CSEC, CAPE, and even an associate degree, part of a broader credential pathway designed for flexibility and lifelong learning.
There is continuity from the micro-credential to the intermediate to the macro, and students will have several opportunities to achieve that pathway.
CTEC takes two main approaches, subject-based and skills-based. Whether you're working toward traditional subjects or mastering real-life scenarios, each path is tailored to match a student's goals and context. So a lot more flexibility will be available to students in achieving and demonstrating the level of competencies acquired. The pilot will start first with both English and mathematics, and the modularization of English and mathematics will be done across 3 modules, and each module will be assessed independently, and the combination of those 3 modules will provide for the award of the full certification.
For example, in mathematics, CTEC Award Module 1 will be achieved by a student at any point throughout their study. 2, 3, and all of that come together to give it a full CSEC mathematics qualification.
If students have to leave school, they can pick up where they left off. No need to start over. For example, if they completed Module 1, they could return later to complete Modules 2 and 3 to earn the full CTEC certification.
All of this will add a lot of flexibility because a student studying engineering can now take a module in the business subject, let's say in entrepreneurship, because he's interested in starting his own business after completing the program. So a lot of flexibility will be achieved through this.
The pilot phase of the CTEC certification project is scheduled to begin in September, with the first certificates set to be issued in 2026.
Every child can learn. Every child must learn. And with this recognition and considering their pace of learning, re-engagement is key to bring those who have fallen behind up to par. Pay attention in the few remaining minutes of Jamaica Magazine as we leave you with this transformative project helping grade 7 students.
Ministry of Education Skills, Youth and Information, in partnership with St. Michael's College, has embarked on a transformative project known as the Grade 7 Academy. It's been established to improve the outcomes of students who have matriculated to high school with very low levels of literacy and numeracy, starting with a small group. The aim of the project is to revitalize 2 underperforming institutions in Jamaica. The first selected institution is the Holy Trinity High School, located right in the heart of Kingston. According to findings done by the institution, of the 203 students assigned to Holy Trinity in 2023, most were reading below grade 5 level, with 30% reading at the primary level and below. 45% were reading between grades 1 and 3. These diagnostic results have been characteristic of the grade 7 student intake at the school over time.
And so there are different interventions that we have tried in the past, and it has helped to move the children in small ways. But this intervention, the Grade 7 Academy, whose aim it is, that aims rather, to ensure that 70 to 75% of the children are reading at the grade 7 level by the end of the grade 7 year. I think this is an awesome program.
So, what exactly has been the impact and outcomes of this initiative?
So we have 3 broad goals. 1, to improve their levels of literacy, and we have set for ourselves this, I keep using the adjective, ambitious goal of having at least 75% of them reading at grade 6 by the time the year is over. Then the other goal is to have their numeracy levels also raised, at least to grade 4 and 5, or grade 5 and beyond. And very importantly for us, we're attempting a re-socialization of our children through a program of character formation.
To address this, the grade 7 curriculum was revamped to place greater emphasis on language arts and mathematics, targeting the remediation needs of incoming students and character development. This approach aligns with the national standards curriculum.
How this program is structured is that we have fewer subjects on the timetable precisely to make time for the numeracy and literacy focus. So it's an hour of language arts instruction uninterrupted every day with 40 minutes of practice on the computers. An hour of math instruction every single day with 40 minutes of practice. We have other subjects, because they're creative children. There's performing arts, and there's some woodwork or some agriculture, and then there's Christian living.
Here we have Christian living.
Yes. But those blocks of time for literacy and numeracy are non-negotiable.
Students are also introduced to software programs such as Clear Math and ELA Fast for Word, which help them improve their learning.
I'm learning very much in 7th grade right now. I was struggling with English, very bad in primary school. When I reach high school, I can do English very good right now.
So first of all, we handpicked our teachers as far as possible, because our teachers have been trained in the use of the software. They've been trained in the delivery of the new curriculum, because it is different, and there's ongoing training.
The teachers are good. They teach and explain what to do and what to not do. I was struggling with the maths and English. My grades before were like 20, 25, 50, and 70. But now they are in the 80s, 90s, and 100s.
We have a very ambitious target in this particular experiment here to move our children from 4% competence to 75% in one academic year. What a miracle that will be. Then they themselves will be able to use some of the books, the expensive books that they carry. They'll be able to read them. They'll be able to handle the rudiments of the mathematics, which is so central to the digital age, to the scientific age. And they will be able to understand why they must have manners, why they must behave themselves.
After completing the Grade 7 Academy, students will matriculate into the regular curriculum.
So once they get into grade 8, there's going to be a hybrid kind of grade 8 come next year, because we now will have to introduce some of the grade 7 foundation work that they would have missed this year, whilst at the same time creatively interweaving the grade 8 curriculum into the program. When we wrote our school improvement plan in August of 2023, one of the things that we set out to accomplish or to achieve is to have what we call our 5 in 5 policy, to ensure that those students who graduate from the Holy Trinity High School, that they pass 5 external examinations. That at this point in time is a major feat. It has eluded 90% of our students, but we believe that as the students grow in their reading ability, then they'll be able to engage the process more.
In the end, it's clear that with the right support and resources,
every student has the potential to overcome challenges and achieve success.
As a technical high school, Holy Trinity offers a variety of exams, including CSEC, City and Guilds, and NCT VET certifications. With programs like the Grade 7 Academy, students will have the opportunity to earn certifications in their chosen fields, enhancing their economic opportunities while also contributing positively to society.
Our half-hour journey through the pages of Jamaica Magazine ends right here for today. But please, join us again tomorrow on this same station for more news, features, and information you can use to live, work, raise families, do business, and of course, retire in paradise. In the meantime, visit our website, jis.gov.jm, for this and other offerings. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Until next time, do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.